Sunil Takyar from our office in India. Diversity is not about numbers or targets. Of course, they are important to make sure we are going in the right direction. But what to me is more important is our personal belief in this. Are we giving enough room to people to express themselves with views and accepting them even if they are contrary? Diversity of thought with a flavor of inclusion will certainly get us outstanding results.
In India, we know diversity. I'll just show you on even our currency note. The bill, there's a 500 rupee bill. It has 17 languages in it, and those are just the official ones. We have more than 300 dialects, so we are a country that absolutely thrives on diversity.
Historically, India has been a patriarchal as well as a hierarchical culture. We have evolved as a country, but unconscious stereotypes and biases may still exist.
Culturally speaking, all 29 states of India have their own culture identity. I am from south part of India. My native language is Telugu. And I do not understand Hindi, which is widely spoken language in North India, where our office is located. At times, my North Indian colleagues have this technical discussion in Hindi, which I do not comprehend at all.
I'm a college hire and a bachelor. Being a bachelor does not mean that I don't have any other family responsibilities. A number of times when our team has activities and we need to sit for extra hours, I'm the first one to be picked up just because I'm a bachelor.
I work for office services. Me and my colleagues sometimes feel that we are not as valued as other functions. While we continue to go about our responsibilities with utmost professionalism and self-esteem, more needs to be done to give the team a feeling of belongingness and inclusivity.
Over the course of my career, I've had the opportunity to work across multiple offices across GBUs. Even in the same GBU, different offices can have a different approach to the same deliverable. When I would try to share my experience or knowledge gained from one office to another, I would be told outright, this is not how we do it.
I'm an introvert and I speak less. And I often get this question, especially from extroverts, that why do I speak so less? But I have never seen them being asked, why do they speak so much?
Came back from maternity leave, my colleagues were concerned that I have left my toddler behind and resumed work, and told me I should take a break from work and take care of my toddler, since I am not the sole breadwinner for my family. Coming from my colleagues, these concerns weren't of bad intention, however unconsciously associating women with home and men at work, I felt impacted by such statements.
So I sat with the 80 women engineers that work here to try and find out what they faced. And there are a bunch of things that they slowly brought to the table. Little things which we often think are insignificant, but they are hurtful. Loose comments not being considered for assignments to Bechtel job sites because rightly or wrongly the supervisors think women have a tough time. Over about 3 months when I got these inputs, I was able to come out with specific recommendations on what we should do. Things like, why don't we keep D&I as a subject just the way we discuss safety and quality in every meeting? Why can't we have the theme of a month and keep talking about it so that it gradually gets ingrained? Hopefully, with whatever this company has started in this office, we get there. We have to shape the behavior for a better future.
These insights were as glaring as were the poll results, which revealed that 56% of our colleagues had felt excluded sometime or the other. Majority of our colleagues mentioned that inconsistent recognitions, making assumptions based on a person's age, gender, ethnicity, or the life stage during their selection process, and judging employees as less committed for leaving office on time were some of the key behaviors that were making them feel excluded. We do feel that the first step towards overcoming an issue is to recognize there is one. Communication is key, and we adopted a top-down and a bottoms-up approach as part of our employee engagement strategy to address the voice of our biggest customer, the employees. Thus, we launched two initiatives, Invest in People and Leaders Connect, under the broader theme of diversity and inclusion. Invest in People focused more around learning and creating awareness around what leads to a feeling of being excluded. So we had sessions around gender sensitivity, micro inequities, unconscious bias, and so forth. The Leaders Connect program focused around top-down activities, with the leadership team engaging with employees on a regular basis in open chat sessions, panel discussions to create greater awareness, besides live polling to understand what lies beneath, if you will, so that we were able to channelize actions and steps in a more meaningful manner.
Overall, we conducted classroom sessions with more than 900 employees and talked about how sometimes even the seemingly subtle behaviors can cause our colleagues feeling excluded. The presence of their functional managers and leaders during these sessions, and also a follow-up mail from Sunil addressing the concerns raised during these sessions, and overall a buzz around diversity and inclusion in the office has initiated the spirit of inclusion. We know it's just a beginning and we have a long way to go, but we also believe that well begun is half done.
Last week, I visited the Cricket Valley project in New York State and had lunch with the D&I council there. It was very refreshing to hear views of people on how we were doing as a company in D&I and how we could do better. In fact, one of the participants felt that he was not empowered enough to make the change in D&I. What he really was doing was gathering a team of field engineers based on their performance and background knowledge of the project rather than other biases or factors. He ended up with a very diverse team from across the world, and to me that's a great success story and shows that each one of us can make a difference.